It's the NFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Detroit. It's the Eagles and the Lions, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Detroit Lions. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are.
Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They go play action with Hurts. Open man is Uzomah.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And it's a pretty good return here, so get this up to the 29. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a 2nd one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On the ground, here's Brooks. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Now 2nd and 9. They'll send the tight end in motion. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, here's Goff. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Bates' kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Throwing is Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down. Here's Hurts to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Up the middle with Brooks here. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle by Nakobe Dean. 2nd and 10. In motion goes Patrick. Back to throw, Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. Goff now to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 29, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Off play action. Here's Goff. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Jordan Davis gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, 37 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point forthcoming. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down. He'll look to throw. Goes right back to Smith again. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They need 2. Here's third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Now he's free at the 35. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 66 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Jared Goff and the rest of the Lions offense set to go to work once more. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now it's Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. In motion, the tight end. Out of the gun, Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Brooks. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense. offense again. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
They'll set up a throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab in this NFC Championship bout.
Hurts.
There's a short one caught by Uzomah. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. He's got Smith here. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Hurts going to give this to Shipley.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
74 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this 1st half with his Super Bowl berth on the line. 2nd and a couple.
They'll set up to throw. There's a short one caught by Uzomah. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Throwing is Hurts. He finds Saquon Barkley on the slant.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half.
Here's Hurts to throw. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley.
No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. C.J. Uzomah. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand-new ball game. Elliott good with a PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 7.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Goff. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
Rodgers on the return. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
But first, time to look ahead to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills doing battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Looking to throw on second down.
Hurts.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, we all know possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
A first down carry for Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
on 2nd and 13. Hurts over the middle here to Brown. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. From the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This is 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. There's a short one caught by Uzama. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're...
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where you just shouldn't have thrown the football, and that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. It's caught. Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Straight ahead, Shipley. Fights loose. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They'll look to throw here. There's a short one caught by Uzama. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a first carry for their fullback. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll look to throw here on first down. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the fourth with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 8. Now it's gone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
Now Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can see and feel the disappointment on that one because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh no. Looked like they had that one set up well on 3rd down, but you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
Rodgers to return it. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. He'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Uzama. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Quick slant to Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he'll get this down inside the 35. Brown goes in motion left.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Quick slant here to Smith.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Second down and 8. Throwing is Hurts.
This is caught.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Gainwell.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Giovanni Ricci. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And Detroit getting set to go now.
And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. To throw is Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Goff now to throw.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
That's good for a Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Under a heavy run. rush, and down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
What did we see there, partner? Was that a zone blitz?
I think you're right about that one, and very simply, that just means people blitzing that you don't expect and defensive linemen dropping back into coverage. It throws off the blocking assignments.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Goff. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Goff. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Jordan Davis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing, the O-line coach will.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Now it's gone.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
At the Eagles' 40-yard line.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
Here now, 3rd down.
Goff. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. That time, a 9-play drive.
And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. These fans on pins and needles. A Super Bowl berth on the line, tied in the 4th quarter as the kick is away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Here's Hurts to throw. Complete, it's Dodson.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to almost certainly win the football game. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
That one let go deep for Laporta. That one behind his man, incomplete.
And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
Well, 4 quarters couldn't settle things. It's going to take overtime to figure out who wins the George Halas Trophy and punches their ticket to the Super Bowl.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
So here come the Lions now.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got it to Williams. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we can go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there.
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year.
And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Things now, Charles, looking pretty good here. A great opportunity to try to cash in for 6 on the opening possession of overtime.
And what I'm liking, Brandon, is what I see down on the sidelines. I see a defense huddled up and ready to go, already preparing for their opportunity to go on the field and close out this game.
To the air again. Goff.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Playoff football at its best. Remember, a touchdown on this drive isn't a game winner as they work on 2nd down here.
Here's Goff. Finding Williams once more. Complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
And CD, the pressure is on here. Only a touchdown on this series will prevent their season from coming to an end right here, right now.
And this is why the postseason overtime rules were changed, partner, to afford teams an opportunity to respond in this type of a situation, because in the past, this game would already be over, and the losing team would be making off-season plans. Now they've earned their way into a postseason. They do get a chance to answer after the other team scores first.
Trying to keep their season alive, down 7 in overtime. Well, they'll, of course, need to score before time runs out in the period as they work on 2nd down. They go play action with Hurts.
Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it.
Picked up by Kirby Joseph.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the fourth quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got to overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, and now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold.
Well, the change in rules from the regular season to the playoffs at least gave both teams, Charles, an opportunity, but it turns out the team who scored first got the victory.
They certainly did, partner, but it wasn't as simple as getting a quick touchdown and calling it a day, because they need a standout performance from both sides of the ball to earn this win in overtime, and they got it.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.